Well, good afternoon, everybody. Pastor Mike here, Berlin Baptist Church. I'm bringing you an update because there are some things that are going to be happening this weekend that hopefully are going to be good and maybe encouraging. And we're trying to do some things, switch some things around, try to be innovative a little bit, and make do, I guess, the best way we can during these difficult circumstances. So just let me give you an update on this weekend, this Sunday. We want you to know what's going to be happening as far as our Sunday services are concerned. So here's what it's going to look like. All right, and you can watch this video if you don't catch it now, and if you're not catching it live, that's all right because it'll be posted on the church Facebook page. I'm also going to do a phone call that's going to go out to everybody in the church, so you should get that message. It'll be more brief because we're limited by the time there, but you should get a message to alert you to some schedule changes as well. Here's what it's going to look like. So our children's ministry is going to be doing a virtual children's church at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. So this is going to be really, really wild because it's interesting enough to do children's church in person. So I can't imagine what the virtual version of this is going to look like. It should be really, really cool. And if I know Pastor Todd and his creativity, I'm sure that he's going to have it really, really going well. So 10 o'clock. All our kids can tune in, and there will be children's church at 10 o'clock on the Berlin Baptist Church Facebook page, live Facebook. So be aware of that, 10 o'clock. Then, all right, here's the big change. Sunday morning, we're going to try something, and I know a lot of churches I've seen have been trying this, and some have been successful doing a drive-in church, and they've been able to broadcast to a limited range to get their audio out to the folks in their vehicles. So here's what it's going to look like for us. At 11 o'clock, you are invited to gather at Berlin Baptist Church, 424 Crossthorn Road, Sally, South Carolina. And here's what we want to do. If you can orient your vehicles the best way you know how, pointing toward the front porch, the front door of the sanctuary. We're going to have some audio, some speakers and things set up. We're going to try to take advantage of the nicer weather this weekend, a little bit warmer weather. And we're going to be doing several things simultaneously. So I'm going to actually be standing on the front porch of the church, preaching live right there on the front steps of the church. And here's how it's going to be put out to all of those who show up. You can pull in, roll your windows down. The audio is going to be plenty loud enough to be heard probably all the way across the softball field. And so anywhere you park facing the church, you can stay in your vehicles, roll your windows down, enjoy the nice weather, bring your coffee with you if you'd like to, or your sweet tea or whatever your preference is. We're going to broadcast the audio. I'll have a microphone on, and it'll be coming out there live to you on the church campus, staying in your vehicles, of course. We want to honor the social distancing. But if you'll do that, if that's something that you'd like to do, and then at the same time, my computer is going to be facing me, so I will be broadcasting on Facebook Live at the same time. So if you're not able to be there, don't lose heart. You can watch on your computer, and that'll be no problem. But we're giving you the option of driving in, parking, staying in your vehicle, and hearing the service live on Sunday morning. So, like I said, park oriented toward the front door of the sanctuary, and it'll be recorded. So it'll be up on the website that evening, and also on our Apple Podcast. And then it'll be on Facebook Live happening at the same time. So the video will be there for you to view later if you'd like. But we're going to add this element of driving to the church, parking there, and being able to hear it live and actually physically be on campus. We won't be able to be gathered in the sanctuary, but you'll be at the church. So hopefully that'll be a blessing. And also during that time, we've got a couple ushers that have volunteered. They're going to walk through the parking lot and walk through the cars. And if you have your tithes and offerings you'd like to contribute on that Sunday morning, then they're going to be able to do that. They're going to bring the plate by your vehicle and allow you to do that if you'd like to give in that way. So we hope this is going to be an encouragement, because I'll tell you, I miss you guys. I miss seeing everybody at church. This is really hard for me. I like talking to people. I like shaking hands and giving hugs and having conversations and being with my church family. And so I'm struggling. I'm going to let you know I'm struggling through this. So we're going to try this drive-in church on Sunday and see how that works. Now, an extra blessing that this is a surprise that nobody knows about, and so I'm going to just give it to you right now. On Sunday, following our worship time, Berlin Baptist Church, we're gonna feed you. We're gonna feed you a Sunday lunch following our worship gathering as a ministry of the church, to the church, for the church, just as an encouragement. And here's what's going to happen. This is a ministry. It's a gift to the church family to try to encourage you in all these difficult circumstances. So you don't have to ever leave your car. All you have to do is, when the service is concluded, you can drive, enter by the cemetery, drive around the backside of the church facilities, and circle around, and there will be folks standing at the back door of the kitchen, and there'll be a table set up, and they're going to bring you a meal packaged already, very well put together, and sanitary, clean, healthy, everything like that. Gloves, we take very great care to be mindful of those things. But they're going to bring it and hand it to you in your car window. You don't ever have to get out. And just as a blessing, try to maintain this sense of community among our church family. So come to church, drive in, listen to the worship time, the message, drive around, pick up a meal. I know a lot of people are kind of, if they're wanting to eat out or not eat at home, they're going through. You have to go through a drive-through. You have to, everything's carry out or drive-through. You can't go in anywhere, and I know that's difficult. But we just want to provide a meal for everyone at church after the service on Sunday. And let me just tell you something else. Everybody's welcome. If you're not a member of the church, you don't typically attend Berlin Baptist Church. Hey, we're going to serve food till it runs out. Okay, so we want to provide this for our church family. But if you're not typically one who attends Berlin Baptist Church, that's all right. We're going to serve till it runs out. So that's our Sunday morning schedule. We got children's church at 10, worship live at 11. It'll be, like I said, it'll be drive-in there at the campus of the church, and then Facebook Live at the same time. Then Sunday evening, 6 o'clock, online Bible study. So you don't want to miss out on that. And we're going to do Facebook Live. We'll just do live on Sunday evening. So at 6 o'clock, we won't be at the church campus, but Sunday morning, we're going to see how that goes. Having everybody who wants to drive in, roll your windows down, be able to hear the service live, somewhat gathered in our vehicles. We're not going to get out of our cars, but we'll be there. And I'll be out there on the front porch of the church, and we'll see how that goes. But let me just, before I leave, let me ask you praying for something in particular. Okay, we've been planning this Good Friday community outreach gathering for a couple months, and Friday, April the 10th at the Wagner Pavilion. We've been planning that, and we're praying that we're going to be able to still do that, and we're not sure right now, quite honestly. So we just want everybody to be praying that we'll still be able to do that, and hopefully we will. Well, like I said, we don't know. We're going to keep updating every few days, make sure everybody's on the same page. But if you would be praying specifically for that Good Friday community event, as well as Easter Sunday, so that's April 10th and April 12th, just be praying for that weekend of ministry, and not just for us, but there's churches all over the country, all over the world. Easter is a tremendous time for the church, and we really want to be together on that weekend. And so we're going to do what we can. We're going to keep in mind the safety and the health of our people, of our community. But at the same time, maybe this will be a good balance where we can drive in and still be at the same place, but still be separate in our vehicles. But listen, we love you guys. We miss you so much. We can't wait for the time when we get to come back together again and be in the house of the Lord together. But in the meantime, we're praying for you, and can't wait to see you. Hopefully, this will be a great blessing for us on Sunday as we drive in and meet together, and then eat, not together, but have a meal provided by the church. And we're just really, really trusting the Lord and looking forward to all He's going to do, even in the midst of difficult times. So take heart. God can be trusted. He loves you, and so do we. See you soon.